Yo, what's up, guys? We're gonna go over the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This book is a next level book. Okay, let me give you a little backstory about this book. This is one of the first books that most successful people read that jumpstarts their careers into being wealthy, successful, and everything. Okay, Rich Dad, the book, the Robert Kiyosaki guy, the author, he basically says wealth is the goal, and that basically means how long can you last without any income. Okay, how long can you last with all the expenses you may have? That's true wealth. Okay, being rich is another story, like having a lot of disposable income as well, but wealth is the goal in his opinion. So we're gonna go through everything here. This is a very awesome video here, and definitely sit back and pay attention because this can radically change your life. And if you've never looked into what this book's about, we're going to go over more advanced topics, okay? And I'm going to explain things in a more deeper level. Because Rich Dad, Poor Dad, it's one of the best books out there, for sure, okay? In money and wealth creation and everything, okay? So just a quick overview is Robert Kiyosaki lived in Hawaii growing up. His father had a PhD. His father basically went to school and, had a job that made him pretty good money. But the problem was his basically expenses kind of were equal to his income from his job every single month, okay? And that's a problem because that's not true wealth. That's not rich. Now, he had a friend, and the friend's dad was a rich dad, okay? And the guy was nice enough to share knowledge and help him out. And one of the main lessons he learned from that guy was, guess what, buddy? You got to buy assets and avoid liabilities. I'm not saying totally get rid of liabilities, but you want assets to cover those liabilities, and you want to have a lot of assets. And assets are things that put money in your pocket, okay? And you want your liabilities to be way less than the amount of money you make, okay? So here we are, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Now, I highly recommend this book. You can check out link in the description to purchase it. This book, you could get the small little version. Like, my hands are bigger than even this book. It's a very smallish book, okay, that I got. I don't know why it was small. I didn't look at the dimensions when I bought it. But this is good because you can always have it on you if you really want it on you at all times. Okay, so there's quite a few chapters here, and he has the introduction here. Let me see. So chapter number 1, the rich don't work for money, okay? And what he goes on in that, I will explain and summarize it, because I've read this book, sped read it before even making this video. So I have put a lot of thought and time into this video for you. So the rich don't work for money. And the thing is, with passive income and building assets, when you have money and you're rich or whatever, and that's in whoever's opinion that may be, even in whatever area of the world that may be, but you want to basically use your money to make more money. You want to use time investment to build an asset that can work for you forever. You want passive income while you sleep. When you have passive income when you're sleeping, you will never be broke. He talks about that in his book a lot, okay? When you have passive income where you're making money while you're doing anything, and even while you're making another asset, if you're making money while you're making another asset from another asset from another asset, it all adds up and it's insane, okay? When you have the ability to make passive income and then learn a new skill, there's nothing better than that. That is like a true luxury. That's a true luxury, okay? Most people don't have that, okay? The poor and the middle class work for money. The rich have money work for them. All right. So we're going to go through here. The next chapter is why teach financial literacy, okay? So basically in school, people basically leave with no knowledge about how to acquire money, about even how to write a check, how to even manage their money and even create wealth for themselves. It's insane. And there's a reason behind that for sure. Mainly because, the education system, it's like a habit, and a habit becomes, this chains of habit, it becomes so strong that it's just so hard to break over time, okay? The chains of habit are so weak to be felt until they're so strong to be broken, okay? Too strong to be broken. That's what Warren Buffett says. And that applies to literally the education system. It's just a habit that's built up forever. It's just the same thing. A few innovations here and there, but they hardly will ever teach financial education. So when you're financially literate, okay, like the rich dad guy here, okay, Robert Kiyosaki, you could crush it, okay? Like big time. So get financially literate, and at the end of the day, that means study all the angles of wealth creation. Study how to manage your money, study how to save it, study how to invest it, study how to create wealth for yourself, and even long-term wealth. Study taxes, study every angle you can possibly think of, okay? There's so many ways we could go about this. So those are the main ones he talks about there. Mind your own business. So what does that mean? You got to focus on your own brain, your own knowledge. You got to focus on also your own business. You got to focus on creating the wealth, okay? You got to mind your own business. Don't be all over the place and, unfocused. When you're more focused, you make more money. And that's a huge, huge important lesson there. The history of taxes, okay? This is very interesting. And powerful corporations. History of taxes, powerful corporations, page 149, okay? Now, there are a lot of secrets to this world in taxes, guys. There are loopholes where you can avoid paying taxes. How does that sound? So if you look into this, basically you can actually travel the world tax-free, okay? Did you know that? You could basically have an office in another location that you want to travel to a lot, and then have your home base location, and then blah, 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 vacation place or location place. And that's just one way to hack taxes. Another way to pay like hardly any taxes at all is you have full residency in a place that has like 0 taxes. There are several places, you can Google them, it changes here and there over time, that have like almost 0 taxes to 5% to 10% taxes inside the United States. And if you live in those locations, you pay way less. And that's very important for someone who's creating a lot of wealth. And then you can also live in like countries that have like zero tax. I mean like zero zilch, okay? But you have to have full residency for most of the year, okay? So that's like a little hack there. Let's see. So the history of taxes and powerful corporations. My rich dad just played the game smart, and he did it through corporations. The biggest secret of the rich, okay? So basically, if you build a business, guys, this is an important thing about taxes once again. When you build a business, everything's a tax write-off, okay? You can tax write off so much stuff. It's the benefit of being a business owner and entrepreneur, okay? Because the economy and the government actually benefits entrepreneurs and business people due to the fact that they create jobs. Having an employee is a tax write-off on the income you make, okay? Super important to understand that. So if you live in a place and have a residency for your business in a place that's high tax, super taxable, you're gonna spend most of that money on like business expenses, okay? Now, a business expense can be advertising, it can be employees, it can be equipment and tools, it could be it can be a business dinner, it could be a car, it could be a yacht. There are ways to tax write off a yacht or a jet and stuff like that, okay? For business purposes, like it's insane. So let's look at the corporate income statement, okay? So you got personal balance sheet, okay? Assets go into the income, and then it goes into your personal income, okay? Statement for the people. So if you just own your own business and stuff, I don't know if you can see this, my bad. Okay, so personal balance sheet. Basically, you're just trying to manage all the money, and some people actually have accountants for this. But anyway, you make money and, it goes to the business. And then you can also pay yourself, okay, from another account. And it's important to manage your money that way, to keep it very simple. That's basically what that is. We can keep going here. Let's see. Now, there are laws behind it all, and I recommend talk to a CPA. Talk to someone who knows taxes. Talk to someone who knows the law, okay? Now, there are tax advantages, and you can even get the book yourself and look into that specifically. But in summary, business owners with corporations, they earn, they spend, they pay taxes. Employees who work for corporations, they earn, but they pay taxes, and then they spend, okay? Once again, business owners, they earn, they spend, and then they pay taxes, okay? It's way better. Okay, so let's look into this. The rich invest money, okay, and the rich invest their money. So what does that mean, guys? Basically, the rich have the money and the assets they currently have and the ways they're making money, and then they just literally take that money and they don't go and spend it on more expenses, more liabilities. They take that money and they go ahead and reinvest and buy another asset, or they invest in their assets they already got and they make them bigger, they make them better, okay? And there are so many ways to like invest your money. You can invest in gold, you can invest in stocks, you can invest in real estate, you can invest in your own businesses. Cash flow businesses are very good. And there's like a myriad of ways you can do it. You could invest into your business in multiple ways. Like there's so many ways, in tools, into growth, into advertising, into more employees. Like it can go crazy, okay? You can just invest in your business just by buying, like if you want to go crazy, you could buy like a certain type of car, maybe even a fancy car, depends on your business once again, but you can tax write off a lot of stuff and grow, okay? In fact, Amazon, you know what Amazon is, I'm sure. Amazon actually wasn't profitable for a long time on purpose. They could be, okay, no matter what, and they always are. But what they're really doing, which is brilliant, is they spend all their money, okay, on advertising, all their money on employees, all their money on tax write-offable stuff, where basically all their profit is gone. They have no profit, okay, to pay on taxes, because when you have a profit, you pay a portion of that to taxes, okay, a percentage. Now, they had no profit on purpose. They spent everything at the end of the year or end of each quarter. Most times a business has 4 quarters to the year, and they'll just literally spend everything literally on their business, okay, so they have no taxes. So they can just literally reinvest into growth. And when you reach the pinnacle of growth, what do you think happens? Now you can take a huge chunk of money every single month, every day, like crazy. Okay, so the next thing is work to learn, okay, and don't work for money. So it's very powerful, like Rich Daddy talks about. If you want to become really successful, you got to get a mentor and work for them for free. Or you can work for them and get paid. I mean, there's angles to things. But when you learn from someone, okay, they take you under their wing, okay, and they're your mentor. This can be huge. And it's hard to just go up to someone who's wealthy and ask them, hey, can I be your mentee? You need to give value, okay? So you need to basically give them what they want, which is either more money or more time, okay? So you offer them something, you offer them value, okay? You help them with their business and you work for free, but then because you're around them, it's osmosis. Osmosis is like success rubbing off onto you, okay? It just happens naturally. It's how humans work. And basically, you know, you're gonna work for them to learn. And this is a powerful thing. A lot of successful people have mentors or had mentors, and you know, a lot of successful people always have a mentor with them, okay? But in their journey, you'll notice like a lot of billionaires and millionaires had mentors, okay? People that they basically learn from for free by giving value to them up front and trading in a way for that. Now, powerful mentors, books. Okay, I'm a huge advocate for books. I love books, okay? And books are like next level information. They're the most condensed in the world. Okay, so now we're gonna continue and do overcoming obstacles, okay? So overcoming obstacles, what is that? We're gonna go to 247. Boom, speed read it, 247. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Okay, the primary difference between a rich person and a poor person is how they manage fear, okay? How they manage fear, this is huge. So you gotta overcome the fear of failure, the fear, and you gotta overcome procrastination. It gives you a whole list of here. Cynicism, laziness, bad habits, arrogance, and fear. Okay, you gotta overcome all of those to be successful. And you know, that's very common in most people. When I talked about kind of the negative things, okay, like the negative emotions, negative mindsets inside the video about Think and Grow Rich, okay? It's a very powerful video. I go in depth on that book as well and kind of cover that, because if you have these looming negativities in your mindset and everything, it just doesn't help, okay? It doesn't help with wealth creation at all. So the next thing is getting started. So most of the success in life is just showing up. You show up, you have a chance now, okay? So you take action, you have a chance. But before even taking action, you gotta, you know, have a plan, okay? You gotta have a plan, you have knowledge, then you form a strategy, take action on that strategy, and that's like the 3-step framework for like acquiring riches. That's just how it works, okay? And it comes down to how much knowledge is there in the beginning, how good is the strategy, okay? And then taking action on that strategy is the last step and the most important one. Because once you have a strategy, I mean, it's there. Once you have the knowledge, it's there. But the only way to make it happen is focus on income producing activities. Since we're talking about wealth creation, that's what matters. Income producing activities. Number one, bro. Number one. So, let's see. Still want more? Here are some things and to-dos he talks about. But basically, that's it. Now, to summarize this freaking amazing book that, you know, I credit to a lot of my success. If you don't know who I am, check out my bio down below. Check out my other channels I link to, and you can know more about me. But Rich Dad, Poor Dad in summary, it's like, you know, you acquire assets and you pay less on liabilities compared to your income. Your income, this is like a visual here, your income should exceed expenses by a lot. Here's your expenses. Your income should always be going higher, and your expenses can grow a little bit, but you want to always just have, you know, you got to be having more deposits than withdrawals. Have you ever seen someone's bank account and they have more withdrawals than deposits? That's a sign that they, you know, have the wrong mindset, okay? Like, they need to read this book, okay? So if you have a friend or someone you want to share this video with, then do it. It can be awesome for them, okay? If you want to buy a book for yourself or someone else, check the link out down below. And if you guys want to learn how to read faster plus other bonuses, check out my program down below. And like and subscribe, and peace out, guys. Peace.